Cancer, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just find out what is happening in your world. What's influencing you? So I'm feeling a little waterlogged at the moment. So I don't know. That was fine right before I started this reading. So I'm not sure what is happening there, or who is meant to hear that. But I can feel it on this side, on my left side. Tell me about your near future. What else do you need to know? And your hopes or fears? And your potential outcome? Wow. All right, Cancer, looking at the bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, there is something that you are trying to move away from here. I can see it. Your current energy is this Hermit, and it's being influenced by the High Priestess. So you're definitely inside your head. You're doing the work that you need to do. You're really paying attention to just your inner voice of what do you need? What don't you need anymore? What do you need to walk away from? What is that Six of Swords energy that you need to leave behind you? I can see here the universe wants you to focus on what is moving forward. So if it feels like there's a part of your life that's a little stagnant right now, that's not going to be the case for much longer. There is going to be a movement forward, and there's other areas of your life that are actually moving forward. And so the universe wants you to focus on those pieces there, on what is actually moving forward. I'm seeing the King of Cups here in your past, and I got recent past, so this might not have been that long ago. King of Cups is actually your energy. There was something here about kind of standing up for yourself, taking back the power or control in a situation. So it feels like what it's coming down to is a lot of self-respect. There was something here in the past, again, recent past, so think of it probably within this year, where you really kind of said enough. There's only so much that you're willing to do or willing to put up with in a specific situation. And then from then on out, it was going to be on your terms. So that's what this feels like. That's actually your strength as well. So this Emperor energy, it's Aries energy, but it's really more about just kind of sticking to your beliefs, what you want, who you are, what you're willing to compromise, what you're not willing to compromise, because we all have those boundaries that we kind of set for ourselves. And sometimes, and I see that in your recent past, where you kind of allowed that to be a little bit more fluid than it should be. And so now you're just kind of setting that bar and saying, nope, this is how I'm going to be, take it or leave it. There is going to be a decision here in your near future. With this Two of Pentacles energy, there is this kind of need to focus on what matters, because right now you're trying to do it all. You're trying to literally tackle every task as though they all meant the same thing, but they don't all mean the same thing. There is a level of importance and priority associated with everything. And so the universe is trying to encourage you to focus on what matters here. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords in reverse, and I'm also getting the Chariot in reverse. That is actually your card here. So you're doing things differently. There's something that you're doing right now that is different than the way that you've handled things in the past, and it's actually working out to your favor, whether you realize it or not, because that Nine of Swords energy is showing up in reverse. So all the anxiety and grief, because you are sticking to your own guns and you're holding yourself accountable to what you need and others to what you need, you are approaching this differently. You're a very nurturing sign, so you tend to kind of compromise more than you should. And I keep coming back to that because it feels like you're doing things differently. So you're relieving some of that pressure off yourself, that anxiety off of yourself. King of Wands energy, you want to move forward. You want that momentum. You want the passion. You want the spark. You want everything, everything. And it looks like you're getting it in your potential outcome here with this Hierophant energy. There is some sort of commitment that is coming through. And now I'm not seeing, outside of the King of Wands, I'm not seeing any, outside of the King of Cups, I'm not seeing any other cups that would indicate This is a love relationship, but with the Hierophant, I mean, that's usually what it is. It represents marriage, some sort of commitment between two people. So take that as it resonates, because if it's not a love relationship for you, there is some sort of connection here that is meant to be long-term, business connection, something along those lines. So when I clarify the Hermit and the High Priestess, I'm getting the Six of Wands in reverse. The reason that you are kind of going internal and addressing all of these things that you feel like need to be addressed is because things haven't gone in your favor. So now you're doing the work that you need to do to kind of get that piece of your life turned around. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Hangman in reverse, Chariot in reverse. So, there is going to be movement forward. So I'm essentially getting there's three cards out here that are telling me the same thing. Two are both the Chariot in reverse, and then I have the Six of Wands in reverse. So there is this energy of just feeling like up until now, things haven't been going in your favor. There is going to be movement forward, just not in the way that you think and not in the way that you expect. And it comes down to you handling things differently this time around. And I am really waterlogged. You know how you get that feeling when you're waterlogged and you have a hard time hearing your own voice? That's where I'm at right now. So I'm sorry if I'm shouting. Tell me about this King of Cups. High Priestess. So the High Priestess is out here twice as well. Yeah, so okay, so what I really love about this energy, King of Cups, you definitely stood up for yourself, but it was one of those things where you kind of finally said enough is enough, and you started listening to your own instincts. You know what? This person is never going to change. This situation is never going to change. And I'm always going to keep attracting either the same person, the same type of person over and over again until I do something different with myself. That's where all this work began. It was kind of this awakening that you had. And definitely, it feels like it was within this calendar year, so 2022. Clarifying the Emperor is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So, you are definitely being bold here. And it's kind of one of those things where you're going into a phase of your life for all the right reasons. It's something where you're looking for, and I'm getting a partnership. And so take that as it resonates, because it could be personal, it could be business, and it could be romantic. So it could be any of those relationships, but you're going into it with a different mindset. You're not going into it with maybe just, I don't want to say commitment, but it's kind of like you don't want to rely on anybody else to financially support you. You don't want to rely on anybody else to control your finances, control your work. But it feels like, and I'm not finding the right words to articulate it. Let me see if I can get more. I'm having a hard time pinpointing exactly what I'm feeling, because it just kind of feels like you make your own money. And so you don't really need to rely on anybody else for that. You're kind of created your own security in that respect. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups. And now I'm seeing this. So you could have two people coming toward you when it comes to love here. You are going to have to make a decision about this. You might be juggling two people. Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. Love to see the two of those in reverse. Nine of Wands is all about putting your guard up, not being vulnerable. And so seeing it in reverse, allowing yourself to be open to a possibility. Nine of Swords. This is kind of opening yourself up to some sort of new possibility here. And it does look like more love than anything else. If this is more of a business, it is about something that you love. This is a partnership that you do want. Tell me about the Chariot in reverse. The Devil. Don't deceive yourself. The work that you're doing is not in vain. It is all meant to move you forward. It's not meant to create some sort of toxic behavior. That's actually what you're trying to release right now. Tell me about the King of Wands here for Cancer. Ten of Wands in reverse. Yep. You just want to keep moving forward without any of the additional burdens. It's kind of like you want to lighten the load. Tell me about the Hierophant. I can see that here. It's what's kind of sparked you on this journey. Okay, so the Hierophant, King of Cups. So you could have another water sign coming towards you, or this could be about just you repositioning yourself and being open and allowing this, whatever new is coming towards you, to develop into something meaningful with real emotion behind it. Any last messages for Cancer? Forgiveness. This actually feels like a lesson that you need to learn for yourself, because and this does relate to your past, where this feels like you allow things to go on for too long in a certain way, but there is this need to forgive yourself so that you can move on, be open to new possibilities, and be available emotionally and physically. So Cancer, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.